How does a company rise from failure, rejection, war, and total destruction, and still become one of the most trusted automobile brands in the world? And how does a man with no money, no degree, and no powerful connections build a company that sells millions of vehicles every year? This isn't just the story of a car company. It's the story of someone who refused to quit when quitting made sense. This is how Honda became a global giant. Welcome to Big How. A store of small boy Soichiro Honda was born in 1906 in a quiet rural town in Japan. His father was a blacksmith who repaired bicycles. Their house was never silent. Metal clanged, tools scraped, wheels spun. While other children played outside, Honda stood nearby, watching, not bored, not distracted, curious. He didn't see bicycles. He saw possibilities. The smell of oil didn't bother him. The sound of machines didn't scare him. It excited him and made him curious to do something. Honda wasn't good at memorizing lessons. Teachers weren't impressed. Some even doubted his future. But Honda had something school couldn't measure: a deep, restless curiosity. At just 15 years old, he left home and moved to Tokyo with his uncle. No safety net, no guarantees, just a job in a small automobile repair shop. Dirty hands. He used to work for long hours with endless mistakes. But there, surrounded by engines, Honda learned something powerful. Machines tell stories, if you listen carefully. At that point, he realizes he will do something that changed the world. Rejection that could have ended everything in his 20s. Honda dreamed bigger. He wanted to invent. He believed he could make better piston rings. So he spent nights experimenting, testing, failing. Finally, full of hope, he approached Toyota, Japan's industrial giant. The response: rejection. They said his work wasn't good enough, not precise, not professional. For Honda, it hurt deeply, not just because he failed, but because he believed in his idea. But at that time, nobody understands his idea. Most people would have stopped there. Honda didn't. He went back to school, studied materials, improved his design, failed again, then failed again, until one day, Toyota accepted his work. It wasn't a miracle. It was persistence. But life wasn't done testing him. When everything burned, then came World War II. Japan changed overnight. Bombs fell. Cities burned. Factories collapsed. Honda's factory was destroyed in air raids. What survived was later crushed by a massive earthquake. Years of effort, gone. Japan was broke. Fuel was scarce. Cars were a luxury no one could afford. Honda stood in the ruins of his dreams. And instead of asking, "Why me?" he asked something smarter. What do people need right now? A simple idea that moved millions. Post-war Japan didn't need fancy cars. People just needed to move. Honda noticed something almost everyone had: a bicycle, and something almost everyone ignored: small leftover engines from the war. He connected them: a bicycle with a tiny engine. It wasn't beautiful. It wasn't powerful. But it worked, and people loved it. For the first time in years, people could travel farther, faster, and cheaper. Word spread. Demand exploded. In 1948, Honda Motor Company was born. What started as survival became a movement. Honda thought differently. While others chased luxury and status, Honda focused on real life. He believed machines should be reliable, affordable, fuel efficient. Built to last, Honda motorcycles weren't about showing off. They were about trust, and trust spreads fast. Soon, Honda became the largest motorcycle manufacturer in the world.